Let me tell you the story of the man who survived. 438 days lost at sea. A story so unbelievable, even Hollywood wouldn't dare to invent it. It all started in November 2012, on the coast of Chiapas, Mexico. For José Salvador Alvarenga, the sea was a way of life, a familiar rhythm of tides and nets. An experienced fisherman, he left with his young crewmate for what should have been a simple 30-hour fishing trip. The plan was routine. Catch tuna and shark, then return to shore. Nothing unusual, until the sky suddenly changed. A storm, unpredicted and ferocious, descended upon them. Powerful winds rose out of nowhere, churning the calm Pacific into a violent chaos. Monstrous waves slammed the small 25-foot boat, tossing it like a toy. Their fishing equipment was destroyed, lines snapping, and gear washing overboard. The little engine, their only link to safety, drowned under the violent water. Then, their GPS failed, severing their last connection to the known world. Within minutes, José realized the unthinkable. He was no longer in control. Adrift and powerless, he might never see land again. The initial shock of the storm faded, replaced by a terrifying new reality. Days blurred into one another, each sunrise a reminder of his isolation, then weeks. Hope, once a burning flame, dwindled to a fragile ember. The engine was dead, a useless hunk of metal. The GPS was dead, his last link to the known world, extinguished. He was completely blind, a ghost ship at the mercy of the powerful North Equatorial Current, which dragged him farther and farther into the endless Pacific. Survival became a brutal, primal routine. José drank rainwater to stay alive. He learned to catch fish and turtles with his bare hands. Sometimes, he even drank the blood of seabirds that landed on his boat, a desperate measure for precious electrolytes to stay conscious. But the gnawing hunger wasn't the worst part. The maddening thirst wasn't the worst part. It was the silence, a crushing, absolute void that pressed in from all sides, the profound, soul-crushing loneliness. In the vast emptiness, his own mind began to turn against him. The waves began to whisper.
Nobody is coming. You're going to die here.
One morning, after months of drifting, he saw a cargo ship on the horizon. He screamed, he waved his arms, he cried with hope. The ship passed, and kept going, never seeing him. José collapsed onto the floor of his boat. He had no strength left, no energy, no hope. Hallucinations started. He talked to the ocean. He saw shadows. He heard voices that didn't exist. He was seconds away from letting himself die, when a small bird landed on the edge of the boat. To most people, that's nothing. To José, it was a sign, a reminder that he wasn't dead, yet. A reason to keep going. Then, a miracle on the horizon. After 438 days adrift, a thin line of green appeared. Land. With the last of his strength, José paddled, his battered boat finally kissing the reef of a tiny remote atoll in the Marshall Islands. He didn't walk ashore, he spilled onto it. The solid ground felt alien beneath him after more than a year of constant motion. His legs, swollen and useless, refused to obey. He was a skeleton, his body ravaged by sun, salt, and starvation. He tried to call out, but his voice was a dry rasp. He could only manage a single fragile whisper, a testament to his impossible survival.
I am alive.
Hours later, a local fisherman discovered the wreck and the emaciated man beside it, giving him his first taste of fresh water in 14 months. Soon, the news electrified the world. The story of José Salvador Alvarenga, the castaway who had been lost to the Pacific, was a story of resurrection. He wasn't just a survivor, he was the man who defeated the ocean. If you ever find yourself trapped, lost, cornered by nature or by life, remember this: you don't choose what happens to you, but you choose whether you give up or keep fighting. Would you survive more than a year lost at sea? Tell me in the comments.